guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
First of all, if you're wondering, I am at my sister's place. It's Ugadi today and it's a holiday, so I came here like last night itself and I had dinner with her and then I slept here. I woke up literally at 10 in the morning and she was like completely ready by the time I woke up, and she made breakfast and everything for me. She was like rushing to office. For some reason she has office today. It's so sad, but yeah, I'm at her place alone. It just feels very weird, but yeah, she made chilas for breakfast for me and she also made chocolate milk, so I'm having that right now. It is so freaking chocolatey. It is like chocolatey max, if that makes sense. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I just finished all my mid-semester exams. Like, my exam week was last week and it was pretty hectic. I kept you guys updated as well on Instagram, like how my exam went and like how I'm preparing for it and so and so and so. If you're following me, you would know. If you're not, go follow her right now. I'll leave my Instagrams, whatever, right here and the handle right here as well. Go follow me right now. Yeah, okay, I'll try to keep the video as short as possible because there's not a lot to talk about, but I also want to talk about, like, you know, how exactly my exams went, especially the last exam. If you've seen the thumbnail, you would know what happened on the day of my last exam. So yeah, let's keep that to the last part. But yeah, totally I had 5 exams and all of them were like core papers. So I think the first exam went okay-ish because I've never really like written that subject before. I've never, like, you know, had that before ever. It was a elective, psychology elective paper, and I genuinely am enjoying the subject, but like to write an exam on it was kind of I don't know, it was kind of all over the place for me, at least. I wrote a very generic answer for like literally all the questions. I also put on my Instagram story about this thing, like it was one of these exams where you know, like, you know everything but you don't know what exactly to write for that particular question, so you end up vomiting everything that you've like ever studied about that particular topic. So that was that exam for me, the first one. Second exam was a literature paper. I'll tell you, I started studying for that one particular subject 3.5 days early. I literally studied everything and I was so confident for the exam. Like, I had notes, I made my own notes before the exam, and like I referred to so many links and, like, you know, a lot of sources and everything for that particular exam, and I still messed up the exam real bad. And I was like, this one chapter before I go to the exam hall, I'll just revise. That's what I thought, and I was so sure about the entire thing. I went so confidently and I got a 10 marker on that particular concept. Okay, right before the exam I was too lazy to, like, you know, refer to that one chapter and the notes. I was like, fine, never mind, I'm like very clear with all other chapters and like concepts, let me not like do it all over again. I just felt lazy basically, and I was kind of chill for that exam for some reason. I'm usually very nervous and you know, anxious before exams. I just have to start, you know, like 4 hours before the exam to like make up my mind and all of that. For that one particular exam, I don't know, I was so confident, obviously because I started studying 3 days early, and still I don't want to do it all over again because I'm just gonna be stressing last moment and all that. I just skipped that one chapter and I got 2 10 markers from that chapter. I don't know, bro, like I just wanted to cry. I literally just wanted to cry. Oh yeah, my third exam was another English elective paper. I'll tell you about this. This is the most funniest story ever. This elective I have never paid attention in like a single class, not even a one class I've paid attention to. I tried studying that chapter with all the notes and whatever I got from my seniors and like, you know, the data bank that's available, all of that. And I spent 1 hour trying to understand what the concept is and all of that. It was so bad. Like, I literally wasted 1 whole hour one day before the exam trying to learn that, and I was like, I can't. This is not something that I have ever, like, you know, that's, the topic was not even a bit relatable to me. I started at 7 in the evening and I like referred to a lot of notes. I tried reading the chapters on my own. I like started regretting like why the hell did I choose this elective. It was so bad. I just sat right in front and I'm like I'm not gonna cry because it's not gonna change anything. I'm not gonna sit and study because that's not gonna change anything either, because nothing is freaking understandable, right? I even tried referring to the notes of my friends. I did not understand crap. Obviously, bro, you're not gonna understand shit if you don't pay attention in class. So 9 o'clock we started studying, and my exam was at 2:30, so 2 o'clock I have to be in the hall. So 9 to 2, whatever I could do on the konja nerathile was everything that I was gonna put on the exam paper. Went through and whatever we understood, we just finished the entire thing. We did skip a few concepts, theories and all of that as well, but we did a great job. We finished at 2:30, like 2 to 2:30 we were in exam hall, and upper we were like asking other people what exactly does this mean, what exactly does that mean, and all that we're asking. The best part, the highlight of this is that I did this particular exam better than the previous exam, which I freaking prepared for 3 whole days, 3.5 whole days with so much confidence. Okay, so again, the 4th paper was still fine. I could study as much. I completed all the portions. Like, I did not skip any concepts or like anything in this thing. I entirely finished it, and the paper was also very decent. Like, it was direct and I did an amazing job. But the thing is that the teacher, the particular teacher for this particular subject, does not mark you shit. Finally, the 5th exam, the exam that too much happened. So the 5th exam, I was kind of prepared. I started at 9:30 in the morning and I had to finish it within 2 o'clock, and around 10:30 or 11ish my tummy started hurting very bad, like bad as in bad, and is when I realized I'm gonna get my period. I was in a mindset that it's going to go okay. I had a very positive mindset. I was like, I'm still gonna ace this exam. I didn't really score well on my CIA for this particular subject because of a totally different reason. Did not get me started. I will blabber out everything, but I shouldn't. Stop me someone, just stop me someone. But yeah, so midterms, I knew I had to score well for this exam for my end marks, you know, like the final marks to be decent. I knew I had to write this exam really well, so I just put everything aside. I could not like stay put and like study, and I was very confident with the exam paper as well. I went to the exam hall and like 2 to 2:30 I had time to revise. The cramps were like really bad, but I still refused to take medicines because for some reason I thought I could go the entire day without like taking medicines, because like medicines would put me to sleep, right? Like it would make me feel really sleepy and all, and I had like a 2 hours paper to write, so I didn't want to take medicines. This is the most dumbest effing thing I could ever do. So I did not take my medicine and I just sat for the exam. I got the exam paper, and for the first time ever, I literally finished 3 10 markers in just 1 hour. I'm a very slow writer and a thinker when it comes to exam. I have to think and process all the information that I've ever, you know, like studied about that concept, and I also like take a lot of time to frame the right sentences or whatever. I had one whole hour and it was just 2 more 10 markers, right? So I was like, I was so confident. I was like, okay, good, I'm gonna like ace it. But I started writing my 4th answer and I started sweating. Like sweating as in it was not just, you know, like this thing. I was sweating very bad, like to an extent where I could literally feel it like running down my face, right? It was so bad, it was so bad. And I started feeling dizzy. I'm trying to pull myself together, my hands are like shivering. To think of that moment right now is giving me so much, I don't know bro, like it was so bad, it was just horrible. Like I can't even put it into words how bad it was. I'm feeling very dizzy to an extent where I'm not able to like focus on anything. The paper that I'm looking at is blurry max. It's blurry, my hands are shaking. It was so bad, I'm not able to hold the pen, right? And then I called the invigilator. So basically you're not allowed to step out of the hall, like the exam hall, when your exam is going on. I called the invigilator and I was like, I'm feeling really dizzy, I'm feeling a little out of breath, can I just go out for like a little fresh air? She was a little like but then she looked at my face and like she looked at my condition. It was very bad. She was actually ready to like let me out. I got up from my chair like I just got up and I literally fell back, right? It was so bad, dude. I'm not able to see anything, and the noise, like there's this sort of a noise that's like hitting my ears, okay? Invigilator, she was really concerned and she's like constantly talking, do you want something, can you drink some water, are you okay, are you okay? Because the condition was, it looked very bad and I could see that, right? And she's like constantly telling me that please drink water, beta, what is happening, what is happening? I'm not able to hear her. Like I could hear her in 5% volume, in like 100. That's how low it was. All I could hear was that, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm panicking. I have an exam to finish and my health condition is dropping really freaking bad. I don't know what to do. She asked me if I could like get up and go back to the last seat because there's a fan and a window as well right next to it, so I'd get some fresh air and a little ventilation. So she's like trying to help me get up and she was like picking up my other things. The only job I had to do was walk from my first bench to the last bench. It was like 10 steps maximum. I just fell onto this random person who was writing his exam from a completely different course. It was so embarrassing. I'm telling you, it was so embarrassing. That guy was literally like, dude, okay, what do I do now? And another friend of mine, she just picked me up and she put me back in the bench. For like 45 whole minutes, I was completely unconscious. As in, I won't tell unconscious, it was very I was definitely not conscious, that much I know. And it was very bad. Cramps were getting horrible and I'm feeling dizzy and I just popped a menstrual cramp tablet in my mouth and I'm just trying to pull myself together. And 40 minutes later the cramps were kind of settling down and in like instantly like this, like how bad I was sweating, it just instantly switched to like I was freezing, okay? Like I was shivering. I'm like, and the invigilator was constantly asking me to leave home. Beta, please leave home, you're not in the condition, you don't have time either, please leave. You've written like 3 questions, you can still pass the exam, please leave. Just literally begging me. I was like, ma'am, I really need to write the exam, all of that bullshit's happening. And 45 minutes later, right, it was more than 45 minutes that I wasted doing all of this shit and I finally pulled myself together. I drank a small juice tetra pack or whatever. I had 2-3 bites of like some energy bar or something. My hands are literally shaking and I'm like crying right in the exam hall because I want to finish that exam, but the pain is horrible and the health condition that I was in that moment was just so bad. scribbled the shit out of everything I knew. I had to finish 2 whole 10 markers in that. And I was trying to survive. Basically, she held my hand and she was trying to make me feel better the whole time. She was like, breathe, it's okay, I'm right here. All of that. Like, grateful means grateful for her. Like, all caps, grateful. So I literally cannot get out of my bed on the first day of my period. It's usually that bad, like the pain, like how dizzy I feel, everything is so bad. I just pop a tablet and I go to sleep. That's everything that I do on my first day, and to survive that one day is usually very difficult for me. And I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to go to the exam and without a freaking tablet, but however, yeah, I survived that day. Please put your health above anything. Please don't act like me. It was very dumb. Please put your mental health, please put your physical health any day above anything. And this is something that I learned very recently. Basically how the entire exam week went and how I survived each exam. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would mean so much to me if you guys did. And have a great day. Bye.
I love you, I love you, I love you.